My name is Shibh. I am a Data Analyst and Engineer for PepsiCo. So a typical day for me, I'm pretty much on my computer because our team is everything digital really. I take data from all across PepsiCo and all across the locations around the world. We put them into dashboards, make them understandable for business owners. We take data and we collate it, we clean it, and we work as well with digitizing more and more of PepsiCo's functions across the world. Skills, I would say having a good digital mindset. So being able to look at data and understand how things like data pipelines work. I think a good handle on business analysis, what analytics are important to a business, what kind of KPIs do we need to see. So I started off with a little bit of an unusual unusual degree for where I am now. I got my degree in astrophysics just this September, and I was finishing up my degree last year, and I was very much at that crossroads that a lot of fourth or third years tend to be. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. My initial thought was to maybe do a master's, but I felt a little bit burnt out by academia, and I think everybody during the COVID pandemic had enough of the online lectures. So I decided to see what other opportunities were out there for me. So I went online, went onto all the usual job sites, and I put in the word physicist and astrophysicist. Nothing came up because physicist isn't a very broad job title unless you have a lot of experience. So then I started to think about my CV and the actual skills that I had, and I started to broaden out my search a bit. So I work in data analytics now, but data analytics wasn't my degree. That said, I looked at the job posting for PepsiCo and I saw that, okay, this isn't my degree title, but I have these skills. I can work with data, I can code, I can apply the skills that I've gotten from my degree, even though the title is very different, and I can apply it to this job and I can learn on the job. So I applied for it, thought worst thing that happens, I can just not get the job, and that's fine. And surprise, surprise, I got the job and I'm still here 9 months later. Digital skills are everything, and I think more and more companies are becoming aware that being digital is important, but that for your company to be digital, you don't need somebody with a computer science degree. I think a lot of people see coding, programming, data analytics as something you really have to specialize in. But if you have any kind of scientific degree, particularly, you work with data in the labs. You have a lot more knowledge and a lot more capability than you think of. And the way a grad program works is that they do tend to kind of expect you not to have all that much capability at the start, so you really learn from the ground up. So don't underestimate the capabilities that you do have and what you can apply from your degree to a broad range of jobs. Don't just put in your course title and hope that something comes up. You have a lot more capability than you think that you do. So Pepsi the way that Pepsi works is that we do work that works. So as long as you don't need to physically be in the office, you're free to kind of come and go as you please, work half days, work full days in the office. And we do hot desking, so you can book desks, but then if you're in the office more regularly, you get a permanent desk. And for me, I find that really useful. I like being in person when I can. I think particularly for me at the start of my career, that being in the office, making your face known, getting to know people, chatting to people, I think it's more important. And all of our work is online. We use Zoom a lot, particularly with my team. It's a very global team. We work with America a lot, and that means as well we can kind of shift our hours around. So me in the morning, my mornings tend to be quiet because we're working with the American team who are waiting for about 5 hours later. So I can start that tiny little bit later, but then I can work better with the American team because I'm not stuck to my strict 8:30 to 5 schedule. I love the opportunities that I think I see in the future. A great thing about my team and what I've learned from my team is, like I said, you don't have to have the job title in your degree. With my team, there's people from all across functions, and a lot of people within PepsiCo move laterally, so they move from one function to another. So I think there's such a huge scope to move and to find new experiences really and work with new teams. So that's something I'm really excited about for the future.